Hi, this is Bethany Norman from Live Well Yoga. This is a little sequence with some stretches to do for the upper body when you've been sitting at a computer all day and you've got that little sort of rounding through the upper back. We'll stretch through the chest, through the arms, we'll stretch the neck a little bit, so the idea is also to release some tension. If we get time, we'll just add in a few stretches to the hip flexors as well. So you may want to do this if you've gotten into something a bit more comfy, so maybe not when you're in the office and you're in something kind of restricting your movement or your comfort. So we're starting off feet under hips, so you don't have to be on a mat, you don't have to be in your usual yoga position. You can do this at your desk or sort of standing by your desk. We're going to start by raising the arms up and overhead, and I would recommend doing the movement video first if you had time. So we're just interlacing the fingers and then pressing them away from you, taking a breath in, and then we'll take a little side stretch over to the right as you exhale. So if this is your first movement for the day, just take it slow, take it gentle. We're going to round through the upper back, inhaling, and then take that side stretch to the left as you exhale. Coming back upright, inhaling. We'll do that again, over to the right, exhale. Rounding forward, so just through the upper back, not tilting through the hips or through the knees. Inhale, and then to the left, exhale. Upright, inhaling, and we'll take that the opposite way, over to the left first of all, exhale. Rounding forwards, inhaling, and to the right, exhale. Really stretching through that side. Breath in, upright. Again to the left, exhale. Forwards as you breathe in. Trying to keep hips and pelvis nice and neutral. To the right, exhale. Coming up, inhaling. And then we'll take that right arm down and you can come over to a side stretch here, exhale. Just pausing for a few breaths. Relaxing right shoulder. Just try and keep the head and neck fairly relaxed, free of tension. If it's comfortable, you could gently look under the left arm. And we'll slowly windmill the arms over, swapping position here. Right arm raises, inhaling. We'll stretch out that right side, exhale. Now you could take any variation that you know and like here with the arms. So if the top arm's uncomfortable at all, maybe it's better to bring hand to the back of the head. You can sort of add in anything else by bringing that left arm back behind you, for example. And then we windmill the arms over again, so that left arm raises, and then place the left hand down the back as you exhale. So we're going to stretch triceps through the armpit there, a little bit into the chest. So you press back with the opposite hand here, or you can take it from above, but I don't know, for some reason I don't like that. I find it creates a lot of tension in my neck, so I prefer to press back. Or if you're feeling nice and warmed up and limber, you can aim to get those fingertips together behind you. So whatever's feeling best for you right at the moment. And then gently releasing those arms. Maybe they need a shake. And then we'll take the right arm up, hand down the back. And then just remember your option here. So hand to upper arm in any way that works for you. Or you could be aiming to get fingertips together. Always seem to take a bit longer, so hopefully I will try and keep this under 10 minutes, just releasing. Just shake it out if you need it. Just clasp and release the hands for a moment. Remember, we're sort of aiming to release a bit of tension as well. If anything needs more of a shake, then please, shake it out, legs, arms, gently through shoulders, neck, whatever feels good. Always like a bit of shaking, it feels good, doesn't it? And then just circle wrists around one way and then the other. And we'll stretch through the forearms. I'll show you two different options. You could have taking left hand to right, extending out in front of you. So I've got the fingers facing down of that right hand. Or if you prefer, you can take hand to the wall. So it is handy to have a wall actually coming up as well. There's some stretches where I really recommend the wall, but I will show you different options if you don't have a kind of nice wall nearby. We're doing the other side now, sorry about that, that's left fingers facing down. I'm sort of taking hold of the thumb here as well, so taking fingers and thumb gently back. Still keep some attention through the shoulders, the neck, just keep it all relaxed, keep breathing. Or remember the other option here is fingers to wall if you prefer as well. And then we'll all come to the wall. So just start off by both palms on the wall, fingers facing down. So that same stretch that we've just been doing. Just gently pressing into the hands. And then take the hands wide here, fingers are facing towards the ceiling. Just give yourself a little angle. We're going to do 3 press-ups. There's always time for a little bit of work. And then we'll stretch through the front of the forearm. So you can take the backs of the hands to the wall now with the fingers facing down. And if you didn't have a wall, you could just use the hand to press, opposite hand to press. And gently draw those fingers back. And then once more, hands wide, fingers face up towards the ceiling, 3 little press-ups. Well done, we'll stretch through the chest. So I've got left hand, fingers are facing backwards, pressing into the wall, and then turn your body away from the wall. So now we're stretching into the arm as well, so biceps, and down and into the chest. So you can experiment with where that hand is, but usually around shoulder height is the best spot. And if you had a bit longer, you could always pause and hold these stretches a little bit longer, or do them a second time round. It always feels good as well. And releasing. We'll do that on the other side. So I've got my right hand, fingers facing backwards, and then walk away from the wall. So remember, just keep the head and neck wherever feels best. If you want to keep that stretch going into the neck, you could also turn the head away from the wall, but it depends how your head, how your neck is feeling. Sometimes it's nicer to gently look towards the wall. And then you can release. If you needed a stronger chest stretch or you didn't have a wall, you could always interlace the fingers behind you and then press the arms sort of up and away from the body, stretching through the chest. So maybe that's a nice little thing to do if you were just at work and you just needed to stretch out the front of the body a bit. You could also look up. Or if you didn't feel much with the chest stretch, you could do that one instead with the hands interlaced behind. Right, what have we got? Oh, so close. So I'll tell you the stretches that you could do for the hips. So you could take that left foot up behind you. So stretching through the front of the thigh, front of the hip. Keeping knees together, so you hold that for sort of 20 to 30 seconds and then do the other side. And then the other nice one to do if you've been sitting all day, because you've been in this position all day and the hip flexors get kind of short and a bit weak. If we wanted to stretch them out, then a nice big sort of runner's lunge here to stretch through the front of the hip. But you could also do that with that back knee down onto the floor, carpet, mat, whatever you are using. And then of course I always recommend a bit of yoga, a bit of Pilates for keeping that area nice and strong if you spend most of your day sitting. And then you could just finish with some neck stretches as well, taking one ear towards the shoulder. Swapping over, relaxing those shoulders away from the ears. Just letting those shoulder blades slide down the back. But sort of gently pulling back with the shoulders as well, so you feel that openness through the chest. And then last one, looking towards left shoulder, and then dropping the chin down. Remember to breathe nice and slow, releasing, looking over the right shoulder or towards the right shoulder, and let that chin drop down. And gently releasing. You are all done. Well done. I hope those stretches helped. Remember, a couple of times a week would be good. All the best. See you later.